This is going to be a divine feminine reading. I've got numerous amounts of cards that I'm going to use. I'm going to feel my way through. I hope you can hear me properly. We're going to start with the divine feminine cards. These are by Megan Waterstone. To get a foundation, this is for the week of the 11th of the 11th, which is today, and I thought it would be a good day to start, so I'm just going to go straight into it and see what comes out. This will be the foundation for the energies for the divine feminine of the week of the 11th of the 11th. Time is an illusion. If you click on this next year in April, it may still be relevant. We are just going to feel it out, and then I'm going to build on each card what I feel is relevant for the divine feminines in this time that we're in. Here we go. We have Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. What a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. And I feel like the screen's just changed colour, but I'm really considering this is the first reading. I'm really happy that she's come out, because that is almost like saying, yes, the time is right. I can read from the book just to get a little background. Not got a problem doing that. Mary, what does she want to say? What is she telling us? Where is she, more to the point? Right, she's right at the front. So this is the first card of the Divine Feminine Oracle. That's incredible. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Her message. Mary Magdalene represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inherent worth of all things, and it's a love that remains even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is one that resurrects. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being, meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and this is why she is so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him, she sought instead to become her true self. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive vision from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine, because that's the other half of what it means to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth, and that we have that bridge. And she wants us to remember that the truest church we can ever enter in is our heart. This is where our true power rests and where love never ends. Soul Voice Meditation. Where has my love not yet reached? And the intention. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Well, that's beautiful. I'm going to now move on to the romance angels to see where we have any blocks in reaching the energy of Mary Magdalene. Let's have a look, see what's coming out. Bridges to cross. So let's say that was the present energy. Immediate obstacles. We can do it this way. Literally just feeling this out, see what feels right. See where we have. I won't be reading from the book every time. I'm very familiar with these cards, but I just want to see what works. So, how do we reach that place? What do we have to... What bridges do we have to cross using the romance cards? Because obviously that's the bridge, the cards of the heart. So let's have a look. One card. May not be the pack. If they don't jump, then I should just put it down and try another one. This is the joy. Oh, there we go. Bottom of the deck, can you see that? Is true love. It'll be back to front, but true love. So that is unconditional. This is the romance of a lifetime. But this is where we want to get to. True love, not for in a romantic sense, but true love for ourselves. The bridge that we need to cross is deception. There's a lie, isn't there? Deception. Someone who's wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. We wear masks all the time. It's very ironic that collectively people are wearing masks at the moment. It's not that, it's programs. Masks are programs that we've been programmed how to behave in certain ways. So we will put on a certain mask for work. We will put on a certain mask around different people. We will behave in different ways. When we put on these masks, we're not being in our authentic selves. We are masking something up, maybe masking up what we want to speak, maybe masking up how we want to present ourselves. The deception isn't as in lying to people. It's not a three-dimensional knowing lie. It is where we literally have been programmed not to tune into our inner knowing, our inner selves. And especially when it comes to parents, when it comes to children, you know, we are the mother. We have to mask up, if you like, what we're truly feeling. And there's a lot of people pleasing in these false masks. With it being the card to overcome, it's something that we need to strip off. That takes real inner work, shadow work, to find out where it is that we're wearing our masks. Where are we not being authentic in ourselves? So that's a beautiful card to go on top of Mary Magdalene, to help us bridge to true love. within ourselves. This is always about ourselves. It's never about anyone else. Everyone in our life is just a reflection of an aspect of ourselves that we have to deal with. So that's really beautiful. Right, where am I going next? Inner resources, outside influences. So I think I'm going to go with, the Psychic Tarot. So this is going to show us what is going on around us and within us. This could be collective energy, or it could be energy from friends, family, work. Let me just make some space. Isn't this exciting? I just looked at the clock and it said 11. Right, here we go. So inner resources, outside influences. Where do we need to work? Inner resources, outside influences. What's going on collectively and around us? Inner resources, outside influences for the divine feminines. Inner resources, outside influences for the divine feminines. Okay, bottom of the deck we have Triumph. So all the bottom of the decks are really good. At present we need to rest and rejuvenate. I'm hearing this a lot, that you know, energetically we're very tired. We've had a lot to purge, go through, decipher, and part of the journey to self-love is knowing when to rest and rejuvenate. When saying, I'm backing off now, I'm withdrawing, I need some me time. There's a lot of pressure out there at the moment to you know, speak our truths and get out there on the streets, or whatever, you know, you're being presented with. I'm not speaking just collectively. That could even mean, you know, just showing up for work. But if we do not rest and rejuvenate ourselves, then we'll burn out, and we can't reach a place within our hearts when we're running on low energy, because it takes us out of alignment from our true selves. So I'm going to leave that one. I mean, I love the fact that he's sitting in the woods, so if you can get out in nature get out in nature, sit and meditate, but just ground yourself as a tree, and bring the balance back. Something I learned this morning was bringing your power back to yourself can be as simple as just feeling your own energy of your hands and your feet. This is you. No one else, nothing else. This is you. This is being in the present moment. Aspects of the situation that's already in place. I think I'm going to go for aspects of the situation that's already in place. I think, sorry, I've lost my track. I think I'm going to go for the There's a pack missing, that's why I'm getting a bit thrown here. It's not missing, it is the way it is. So I am going to go with these. These are screaming out to me. I don't know why I haven't used them in a long time. These are the fairy cards. So let's go with this. These are like the foundations that have already been laid, aspects of energetically that are already in place. I haven't used these for a long time. And I will go back to the cards if I feel drawn. Oh, there was quite a lot that jumped out there. At the bottom of the deck, we've got laughter, which is difficult in these times, but essential for our well-being. So even if they all fell out, just so that we laugh about it. So, awakening your true self. I may read these. So this is what it's already in place, it's already happening, and we are in the grand awakening. Awakening to your true self. Beautiful card. She's literally floating in mid-air, and the magic of nature once again. So these are messages from the fairies. Sometimes they have a little message, like a short message with them. So I'm going to read that. Awakening your true self. You're beginning to recover your natural identity, including your old sense of humour, interests, passions and desires. Trust that any confrontation or changes you're currently experiencing are part of your healing evolution. As if a cloud has been lifted from your mind and heart, you're beginning to see life from the perspective of your old self. You just went through a period where you gave up on who you were to please another person. You buried your interest, ignored your friends, and tried to fit into another person's lifestyle. Now your old self is emerging, you're back. As you recover your authentic self, your life and your personality are going through big changes. Hold tight and allow these changes to occur. The fairies ask you to trust that the path of your life and personality that are falling away are inauthentic and false, which again goes along. It's just the ease. It's the slipping off. And these are the programs. These are the programs that we've had from school, from our parents. Falling away an inauthentic self. Know that you're building a solid foundation of truth and everything is working out perfectly right now. The affirmation you can use is, I now give myself permission to be true to myself. Beautiful card. And the magic of nature. Once again, rest and retreat. The magic of nature. Whenever I leave the house, I always look up to the sky and say, show me the magic, and they do. Spend time outdoors among the flowers and plants and trees. Nature has a powerful gift that she wants to share with you, including ideas, information, and healing energy. When we are disconnected from Mother Earth, you may feel depressed, lethargic, without knowing why. Earth too feels distraught when you don't connect with her on a regular basis. She needs you to be amidst her beauty so that she can too telegraph information to you. In this way, you'll know best how to care for your planet. By drawing this card, you're being urged to spend time daily even a little as 5 minutes outside in nature. Remove your shoes, socks, or nylons and connect. Sorry, my eyesight's gone. And connect your bare feet with the soil, sod, or sand. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths as you're surrounded by magical energies of nature. Mentally ask the fairies to help you with any issues you may have. Then open your eyes and look for their fleeting lights, which is the first sign that you're seeing the fairies that surround you. I love being affirmation. I love being outside in nature. I feel energized by the sunshine, fresh air, plants and animals. I take excellent care of every living being, including myself. So that's quite beautiful. So this is aspects of the situation that are already in place. And we call this the divine, you know, I'm going to say it's for the divine feminine, but obviously we all have masculine and feminine in us. So, you know, it can be a divine masculine reading this to tune into his divine feminine aspects, or vice versa. Past. I'm going to go with what's screaming out to me. Just move those a moment. So I'm running out of space. I'm going to go with an angel. These are Angel Tarot deck, and have a look at the past. See what energetic energies we've got from the past. What do they want to say? What have we got? Divine feminine collective energy for this week from the past. Bottom of the deck we have the 10, the wheel. That is completion. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Beautiful card. Here we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess, past energy. Something that I think, you know, we've all actually like come into the energy of the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So yeah, there has been energetically an almost, we had lots of retrogrades where everything seemed to be on a pause, no action moving forward. The pauses can be frustrating, but it gives us time to tune into, you know, exactly right. There is a reason why things aren't moving forward. Maybe certain situations needed to all fall into place. I'm going to read a little bit of that from the book, number 2. Beautiful card. Past energies. So here we go. The High Priestess. You drew this card because the answers you seek lie in your feelings and emotions. Trust your intuition and the power of your natural psychic abilities. Also pay attention to your dreams and any intuitive messages you receive, as they're accurately guiding you. There's no need to race into action right now. However, instead, take time to gain more insight, since things may not be as they appear on the surface. Withdraw from the noise of daily life and ask for guidance from your angels and guides. Everything you need to know will be revealed to you in time. Just have patience. So that's a lovely message, and that was in the past energy. Moving into the future, I'm going to go with these cards. Now these are guardian angel cards. I love them. They're quite old-fashioned, and the messages from them are quite poignant. So this this card, this placing here is work we need to do on ourselves, how we see ourselves. Oh no, we're not actually, sorry. We're going into, this is the card of the future. So future events based on where we are now energetically. Let's get that right. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So let's see what stance we can take, what energy we can move in, guidance moving forward. I think I'll do one of these once a week. Felt like a good time to start today. I kept saying, oh, I'll do it when I've moved, I'll start when I've moved, but what if, you know, actually waiting for an event that's outside of ourselves, not in the present moment, in the future, is holding up the move. So today's the day. I heard you're ready. Divine Feminine energy moving forward for this week, the 11th of the 11th. That was nice. And bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of emotion. Life is blessing you with wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. Where to put them? I'll put them there. So here we have the 3 of emotion. This is where we see ourselves, work we need to do, or just be. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just round the corner. That's in the future. I'm still going to post this because the cards just speak for themselves. But yeah, this is coming together of like minds and energy, you know, finding our soul tribe really. So now we are going to have a look at our energy within. I'm going to go with these cards, which is the Mythic Oracle. I love these cards, and a little while ago I was working with these and the Fairy Oracle together to do energy updates, and they worked beautifully together. So what I'm going to do is use these for the personal, you know, frequency that's coming through, and then use the fairy cards, which shows to us how other people see us. So let's give this a go. I hope this is resonating with you. Take what you will from it. There's definitely been a massive shift. Collective energy for the Divine Feminine, week 11/11. Time is an illusion in this present moment. How we see ourselves. How we see ourselves. I slipped out of channel then, and I suddenly thought about somebody who I highly respect, and I slipped into what would they think. A mask. How will they like this? This is where we're going. It's constant awareness of where our thoughts are, what we're actually doing. So yeah, back in the room. Boom. Oh, so we've got two there. Bottom of the deck, Earthshaker. This guy, I'm not very good at pronouncing these names, but this guy comes along and he shakes things up. I mean, when he's not happy, he goes, and it sends a ripple cord out into the universe to shake things up. So here we have Hades. Is it death? So the card of death. Death isn't death. We all know death is transformation. So this is collectively what the Divine Feminines for this week, in this moment in time, are going through, is death of the old and moving into Demetra. Is it? She's a mother energy. She's goddess of the earth. She would be like the empress in the tarot, I suppose. But I will read from the book a little bit about them. Number 12, we'll start with death. 15. I won't go into the myth. I mean, please feel free to get these cards and find them. So death is a constant part of life. Old cells die and new ones are born. The day comes to an end and a new day begins. The appearance of Hades in your cards today signifies a very deep personal transformation is occurring for you at this time, and you are being asked to surrender something linked with your identity and a sense of self within the world. This may be particular belief system, status, job, relationship, grievance, or general thought pattern. Wherever it is, it has served you until now, but further progress requires that you now release it. If you have felt frustrated with life or the world around you, it is likely that you've been directing your attention to the wrong source. What needs transformation now is you. Your life is only a reflection of your innermost fears and beliefs. Ultimately, the fear at the moment is of losing a sense of self, and death requires us to be larger than self. The part of yourself you are afraid to lose is based in the illusion rooted in self-importance, identity, and the ego's basic need for comfort and reassurance. The true essence of the self isn't lost through the removal of the ego-based attachments, but rather comes to life once they are released. Now is the time for you to release your fears, step away Strip away your illusions and ego-based attachments so that you may step into your true essence, your true life. Beautiful. And Demetria, I'll say. I need to learn the pronunciations of these. The mother, the message, represents the fertility of the earth. Without her care, nothing can grow. She gives us food, warmth and shelter, the basis of all life, and the safety and physical security necessary for us to thrive. This is the realms of the mother, allowing space for us to explore our inner worlds. Demeter can also teach us that when we refuse to let go, life ceases to grow. In this regard, we must remember that the garden of our lives must also be weeded. Some plants don't live well next to each other, and when we fail to cut off the parts of the plant that are dead, it robs energy and health from the entire plant. The mother's appearance in your spread indicates that this is a very fertile period for you. Ideas, images and inspirations are ready to be planted in your world, and they will bring fruit in the future with proper care. This card also indicates a connection to something greater than yourself. This is a time for taking care of your home, finances, health, and the general stability and security in your life. This is a period of nurturing the ground for future growth. Once these areas are stable and secure, you will have the fertile ground necessary for creating anything you want in your life. And it's such a beautiful card because we're in Scorpio season as well, and that is the card of death. And it is almost like weeding the grounds to plant new seeds for up and coming spring. We are now going to look at the energies of the way other people see us, and for that I'm going to use my fairy oracle. I love these cards. The way other people see us, and it's something like boom. They love me, I love them. We don't have favourites. The way other people see us. This divine feminine energy reading for both divine feminine or masculine for the week of the 11th 21, but time is illusion. You could watch this a year from now and it could resonate. Oh, we've got two. So the dark moon. The dark moon again is, maturing, growing, introspection and knowing thyself. Goes hand in hand with the death card. It is, it's almost like the shadow work. Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know if you know that song. The way other people see us, stardust. We are stardust, million-year-old carbon. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves out. If you don't know that song, go and Google it. It's by Joni Mitchell. Absolutely beautiful. Premonitions, galactic communications, beginning and endings. So it came along with, jumped out with Dragon's Pet. So I'm going to take a look at those two cards. Like I said, Stardust speaks for itself. You go out of a night time and just kind of look up to the stars and go, right, come on, you know, tell me something, see what's going on. Now, we see stars as sparkling lights in the sky. They, if they look back, see us as sparkling lights on the earth. And Dragon's Pet. So I'm going to try and link those two together. Have a sip of coffee. There's no rush. And here we go. Oh, I've got cramp. I may have to move. Yeah, let me have a stretch. Right, Stardust. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain, and we got to get ourselves 35. Number 35. Here we go. Let me move the stool a minute because I think my bum's gone numb. You can see that. So, I'm not going to read the whole lot. I'm going to read the meaning. This is the way other people see us. This card can signify a return to source, a sense of needing to rewrite the soul contract, changing and moving into a new stage of life, a new incarnation in order to make sense of these feelings. You may need to be alone and in the dark to work something out. He's very much in the dark, isn't he? He's gone within. Rest and retreat also. Going within. These are all cards of going within, awakening to the true self, going within, moving into nature. Let me carry on, sorry. So, receiving this message clearly and strongly, hesitant to act on them, waiting patiently for more information, seeking connection in the night sky. When we can see other constellations and galaxies, and understanding your own stardust self and origins, thinking a great deal about off-earth matters, about life in the universe, and wondering whether there are galactic beings connecting with you. Visions and dreams of these beings and off-world communities and civilizations, light being connections, ascended master connections, clues as to what will happen but lacking absolute clarity means you are feeling you must pin it down to follow your instinct. So as we move into, oh, the seat's just gone funny. As we move into this energy of the mother, I mean, she's not going anywhere fast, but she literally feels her way forward, moment by moment by moment. This is the way other people are seeing us. We might be coming across as being a bit, away with the fairies, a bit galactic, and coupled with Dragon's Pet. So this is communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions and guardianship. Beautiful card there. So let's have a look. Coupled together, they both fell out. Number 42. You have watchdog energy around you. A pet animal, plant, ally is relaying information to you. Please tune in and listen to what is being shared with you. You will know when your energy is changing around the borders of what is called your home or land, in time to take positive and perfect action. A dog may bark at a person or being it does not trust, for example. A plant may wither after a certain being has visited. All of these are strong messages from your companions and allies, and the fairies communicate with them all the time. If you wish to connect with the fair, your companions are one of the first sources you may tune into to deepen and strengthen that connection, for they already have it and are already sharing these messages with you. Boundaries, receptivity, messages from the animal or magical world are flying between you and the fair. So yeah, I think with both of these cards together, and it is the way other people see us, is that we may come across as being a bit away with the fairies, if you like, but what we're actually doing is learning to tune in to the vibrations around us that are subtly show us, where we're not in alignment with our true selves in that present moment. It could be something like, just as an example, I could go out somewhere, maybe to a shop or something. I feel very, very energized. Now, if I haven't actually channeled that energy, or I'm feeling a little bit angry, I'll switch a light on and the bulb will blow. So there's always different signs around us, like if you've got pets and they'll behave in a certain way. But this is what other people are viewing us at the moment as we're moving through these energies. So that's the way we're being perceived as we work through, which, is a really positive thing. Now I'm going to move on to hopes and fears. Feel out which cards I want to use. I may add some as well if when I do next week's, and it will be a weekly thing. I'm going to put this on my website, and hopes and fears. I'm going to go back to these. Hopes and fears. These ones are quite good at just saying it as it is. So the week of the 11th, divine feminine energy, hopes and fears. Came out upside down. And so it says positive movement forward, but it flew out upside down, and it flew out on top of deception, the masks, so which is immediate obstacle. So I'm thinking, in order for this card of movement forward, we still need to keep seeing where we're wearing our falsehoods and believing in false narratives and stuff before we can move forward. But it's hopes and fears, you see. So it might be something that we're afraid that things aren't going to move forward if it came out reversed. Let's have a look at it. Where is it? Here we go. Number 8. Love the card number 8. There's different number 8s in this though. So it's come out on, I think it's come out on the physical. Yeah, it's come out on the physical positive movement forward. You're a true artisan, for you have the craft, skills, knowledge, gifts and talents to assist you even more to advance in a positive direction. The number 8 always donates prosperity and abundance, but in this case, your efforts that have gotten you to this point, good for you. The card often comes forth to honour and recognise individuals who are in the fields of art, design, music and education. When you allow and build on your passion, your soul can truly express itself and can then assist you to move closer toward your highest good. An opportunity could suddenly come up with an offer for an apprenticeship. Notice if there's areas of passion that are trying to manifest into your world when they arise. You'll have ample moments to share them with others. Absolutely beautiful. Bottom of the deck there, in hopes and fears, was conflict and despair. So sometimes, obviously, when we want to follow our hopes and fears, you know, it does create conflict and despair. With family settings, they may not be happy about the way you want to move forward. Now it comes under mental, so let's have a little look at it, because it was bottom of the deck. The number 5 mental card represents significant learning and change, and how you handle yourself at this time is vital to your overall well-being. This card could relate to lack of sensitivity in taking action or in response to conditions and situations around you. This need for sensitivity could relate to you or someone else in your life. Even though a battle can be won, it's important to evaluate the cost and pain to both parties. Sometimes it's best to surrender and walk away if no answer or victory can be achieved. Don't assign blame, become deceitful, or set out to get revenge, for this results in the negative energy becoming part of you. You are being tested on how delicately and gently you take your next step. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity to learn and grow. So yeah, basically, when we decide to drop our masks, be unapologetically ourselves, and that doesn't always fit with people if they've always known you to be a certain way, or they had expectations that they had, like for instance, you know, parents expecting you to go to school and then go to university, and suddenly you decide you want to be a dancer, just say for instance, you know, and that is you positively moving forward in your desired direction, in alignment with your heart, that makes you happy. But this could cause conflict with other people. That is not your problem, that's their problem, but it's how you choose to respond to that really does define character. So that was, I'm going to put those two together because that was in the hopes and fears. Now we're going to go for the final result, like the overall ending of the card. We've been going for an hour. That's a good reading, I'm happy. I hope you're happy with it. But yeah, I'm happy with the set out and the way it's gone. I just need to decide which cards I'm going to use as a final message for the overall energy for the Divine Feminines week 11/11. Final card. Let's just feel it out. I think we're going to go with these. If they jump, they jump. If they don't, then I shall put them back down and pick up another one. Divine Feminine reading 11/11. Overall energy message. There it is. So, Guardian of Thought. He's a jolly man. Do you know what he reminds me of? The guy from oh, we need to get rid of that flash, that light. The guy from Go Compare. That's what he reminds me of. You may be called upon to be a spokesman for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find yourself one. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Nine of Thought. Stop being... I'll show you the photo. Stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts towards the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you are experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. I might just take one more. Should we end on a divine feminine, or oh, feeling it out? I do like the angels. Let's get one last message from the angels, and I'll wrap this up. Anything to say? Anything you want the divine feminines to hear in this moment in time? For the energies of the week of the 11th of the 11th, 2021. Maybe not. Oh. So, we have two there. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Fire. Compelling goals, bothersome details and conflict with others. That's quite natural when you're stepping into, or even when you're awakening, that's quite natural that it's going to cause some conflict and despair. Again, it came up here, but that's what happens when we awaken. We step into our true selves, into alignment, and if we've got people, places, attachments that are used to us being a certain way, it doesn't sit with them. But know that that's not your problem. Your mission is to stay in alignment with yourself. So we have the Dreamer. 0. This is new beginnings. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. And the Page of Fire. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavour. Use your originality and integrity. So this is all about new beginnings. Be authentically yourself. And the 0 is taking a leap of faith. So, thank you for listening. I know it's been bang on an hour. I'll do another one next week. See where we are. See if anything's shifted forward. But I hope you're happy with this reading, and lots of love and light to you.